Hey, Dan here. Now, by this point, many of you have seen some of my ENFP advice videos about changing direction and shiny object syndrome. And I'm so happy to hear from so many of you who've taken that advice and used it to help you stay on track and make things happen. But in this video, we're going to explore something different. Are there times when it's actually really beneficial for an ENFP to change direction all the time? And is there possibly another reason so many ENFPs change direction beyond just, squirrel syndrome, right? Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Dan. I am the creator of Dreams Around the World and ENFP Unleashed. And here on the channel, my mission is to help you become the best version of yourself, all while creating the most awesome life possible for you and those you love. Now, first things first, if you have seen my other videos on shiny object syndrome and changing direction as an ENFP, and you're between the ages of, say, 0 and 25, I want you to take that advice with a grain of salt, because there are many times when changing direction as an ENFP is actually very good. One of the ways we develop and we gain the sense of intuition where we can really almost see the future and read situations so well is through experience. Well, we're born with a leg up in that department. If we just do the same thing every day, we don't really develop that skill. So when we're younger and we're doing all kinds of different things, and maybe we're that extreme person who jumps all in, we work at a bank, we go all in. We go travel, we go all in. Like everything we do, we're going all in. That helps us develop our intuition faster and leapfrog ahead. So if you're younger, you're 20 and you saw that video, I don't want you to just say, okay, I'm never going to change direction again. I'm never going to try something new. That shiny object syndrome. No, when you're young, your 20s, your teens, that is an amazing time to make mistakes, to travel the world, to screw up, to fall in love and get married way too soon. Okay, maybe don't get married, but fall in love way too soon and then fall out of love as well. That is a really good time to do that. What I'm speaking to in that video is more when you're older, when you've been changing direction every year for 30 years, probably not the best thing to be doing. And that's what I want to address in this video. Another reason that I think ENFPs often change direction. And it's not necessarily this shiny object syndrome in terms of not being able to focus on one thing and not having that ability. It's a combination of fear and our unconscious trying to save us from that fear. Let me explain what I mean to you. There are things that we probably, for most of us, that we really want to do. Some of us admit it and say, hey, I really want to go after this dream. This is what I really want to do in life. Others, we hide it. We don't even admit to ourselves, let alone other people, what we'd really like to be doing. But deep down inside in our unconscious, we really do know what we really want to be doing if anything was possible. Usually, though, we don't go after that. So the cycle that I see a lot of ENFPs do is go after a safe route, right? So some kind of a job that they think is safe. Maybe they like it. Maybe they're actually pretty good at it, but it is not what they really, really want to be doing. So they go after the safe route and go maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years, but at some point their unconscious comes up and is like, hey, this isn't what you want to be doing. What are you doing, dude? You really have something bigger, something better you want to be doing. Do that. So eventually, this unconscious, acting kind of through self-sabotage, quote unquote, really self-preservation behavior, has us quit, has us either find a way to sabotage ourselves and get fired, or quit, or change direction. And at that point, we're almost free to start doing that thing you really want to be doing, right? But then fear comes in. So your unconscious got you to the point of quitting, and you were almost doing the thing you really wanted to do. But then fear comes in. No, you can't really be happy. No, that would be impossible. To pursue your dream, no one succeeds in that, right? It's a tough industry. No one earns money, blah, blah, blah. That fear comes in. So you've tasted freedom, you're about to do it, and then fear comes in, and then you scale back and say, okay, yeah, I quit the job I didn't like, so I'm pretty proud of that. But to, go become an actor, to start my own business, to be a musician, no, that's crazy. So why don't I go get another job that's better than my last job, and then I won't be so unhappy. And then you go and you get that job and you work at it for a couple of years, and then that unconscious comes in and say, hey, remember that time you wanted to be an actor, musician, and entrepreneur? Why are you not doing that yet? And then the cycle repeats itself, right? So in my experience, I have not seen too many ENFPs pursue what they really want, what they're so passionate about and so good at, and give it a couple years, give themselves enough time to actually start to get successful, and then have shiny object syndrome kick in. I don't think that happens. I think if you, as an ENFP, pursue what you really want to do and give yourself time to succeed, the first year or two can be tough, so as long as you don't quit during that time, I don't think you're going to have shiny object syndrome. I don't think you're going to suddenly quit a year or two into things and just bounce around. I think the reason a lot of ENFPs change and do what is basically perceived as shiny object behavior is that they're not really doing what they want, that they're kind of settling for some middle ground, some job that they think is okay, but really they don't want to do. And then, of course, at some point, their soul knows they have to be doing something more. And that's why they quit. Fear comes in, suppresses that dream, and then you pick some middle ground. But ultimately, being an idealist, you don't want to settle for the middle ground. You want something better. And that's why you end up repeating this pattern. For more on this, for more on being an awesome ENFP and creating the life of your dreams, hit that subscribe button below. Hit the bell so you're notified of new videos. And if there's an ENFP in your life that would benefit from this video, please share that with them. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video soon.